Bien bonsoir, que ce soit en live ou en diffusion, je vous souhaite la bienvenue. Je suis le Croco Gamer et nous voici sur Tales of Arise Ultimate Edition. Nous nous étions arrêtés juste avant de trouver un moyen de traverser les montagnes Forland. Donc allons-y.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Forland!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Denied!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am. Stay calm. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off. Ignite!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
I'll
Smash you!
Rising light! Goodwill!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Ces épines se déchaînent de plus en plus souvent.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories. Our weapons are the sword and...
Fists and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
Eh bien, on va pouvoir avancer. Aucun objet à ramasser. Allons-y. Les montagnes Forland.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
J'espère que les ennemis seront au niveau 40. J'apprécierais bien.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Ah, dommage, 32 seulement. Si ça continue comme ça, je vais pas pouvoir augmenter de niveau, moi.
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on it. Snake is the abyssal demon here for us. You're being targeted.
Only the best materials in your garments. You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to
Shion?
Shion.
Ouais.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Caillou éveil. Puisqu'il ne me rapporte rien côté XP, je continue d'avancer.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it.
Caillou porte-bonheur, enfin!
Might have known about it. Chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Mince. Oh, au moins j'ai pu réussir à prendre tous les ennemis des deux salles en même temps.
Are those arms even natural? I never flying free. What can we just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Another one down. First aid. Do it.
Je dois avouer que je l'ai pas fait exprès, mais j'ai réussi à prendre les ennemis des deux pièces en même temps, c'est plutôt extraordinaire, j'ai envie de dire. Un bon nettoyage, bien comme il faut.
Okay.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Caillou transcendant, caillou d'éveil.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Ah, un coffre rouge, je suis obligé de me les taper. Mais toujours aussi bas niveau, c'est gênant.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Now I'm real mad.
All yours. Dragon
Raging Luna Steel.
Do it.
Eat this.
I never miss.
That's enough.
I can handle it.
Dragon Shell.
Begin.
Far enough.
Will this help?
Not today.
Trop loin.
The tempest engulfs you.
Now
I'm sorry to be a bother.
Could have been worse.
That
Robe de
equipment should come in
saphir.
handy.
Ok. Ça, je parie que c'est pour Shion. Ah, du coup, il y en a un qui n'a pas été kidnappé dans le combat. Et qui a survécu, du coup. Non, j'ai pas réussi à les esquiver.
in an instant. Impact cross.
Oh, c'est cool ça.
Barely a blip on our radar.
On réussit à tous les examiner d'un coup. Et en voulant les esquiver, j'aurais pu rater ça. Hein. J'aurais été sérieusement déçu. Bon, c'est pas le truc le plus extraordinaire du monde, mais tout de même. Je ne souhaite rien perdre. Allez, vite, on court. On s'enfuit. Bracelet de puissance.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Et on a réussi. Montagne de Forland. Ah,
How much do they have to
une
steal
sacrée
from us
vue.
to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
Ouais.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy. Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Bon, eh bien... il semblerait que l'on doive continuer notre chemin. Et il n'y a rien ici. Que je me trompe... Si. Eh bah la bêtise. J'allais me tromper de côté. Ok, c'est de ce côté-là que je dois aller. Moi et mes bêtises, hein. On va les geler. Bon, j'imagine que c'est le bon endroit. Caillou transcendant. Pierre qui permet de communier avec les dieux lors de prières carrément. J'ai réussi à passer. Ah, j'ai pas réussi à fuir cela. Oh punaise, en plus il y en a que 1 sur 2. Sérieusement.
I mean, yes, sir. Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we
Caillou
passed
porte-bonheur
the
niveau 4 seulement. Moi c'est des niveaux 5 que je cherche.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Ouais, je peux pas passer.
No backing down! Snake of the abyss. Ready and here I come!
Okay.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
You barely managed to turn that battle. Your wings won't save you from me.
I can carve through armor!
We've got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
A comfortable win.
Brise sort, brise sort. Ah.
Get lost.
They got me flying!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon shout! Lightning thrust!
Don't mind if I do.
Burning denied!
Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything.
Resonate with the earth! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon shout!
Take this! Demon Fang! This could be useful.
Ok, donc ils vont jamais me laisser tout récupérer tranquillement.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Where are you going?
We got the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause law's on. Flying freaks! Get me to sit still!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than
Here
done.
I come!
Burning strike!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Plastron de
Thus our
saphir.
strength yet grows.
Robe de saphir, plastron de saphir. Ils aiment le saphir, pas qu'à moitié hein, dans le coin. Bon, on va pouvoir baisser le pont-levis, c'est ça? Ouais, c'est ce que je me disais. Je me rappelle de cet endroit et je me disais que c'était celui-ci. Nous sommes donc de retour en Cislodia.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
Dans le pire des cas, si t'arrives pas à trouver
It
le
looks like we can control
levier,
it from
ah
our
bah,
side. Let's take a closer look.
il est juste devant toi et tu dis de fouiller. Moi j'ai proposé de couper les chaînes avec l'épée de flamme, mais bon.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
On va pas partir sans explorer quand même. Ah, caillou porte-bonheur 5. Pierre qui porterait chance à son porteur, à son propriétaire. Elle lui permettrait de retrouver des objets perdus et de tomber sur des choses intéressantes. Ah, je vais me faire un plaisir de le fabriquer celui-là.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Renwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
C'est pas totalement faux à mon avis, hein.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
Un très grand à mon avis.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
Il a pas l'air triste le moins du monde.
Expected to run into Bregan.
C'est slow.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Ouais.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get there first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legiel, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, Let's focus on the task at hand.
Du coup, maintenant... Port secret. Sauvegardons quand même. Hein.
Good to be back in familiar territory.
Comment ça se fait qu'il y ait exactement le même bateau qui a sombré Ah non, oui. Il n'avait pas sombré, c'était le bateau géant du Seigneur qui avait sombré. Celui-là justement on n'en avait plus de nouvelles.
Well, if it ain't the blazing sword and his merry crew.
Il est immortel lui ou ça se passe comment?
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renin engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renin?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
Bon, on va pas rejoindre l'ancre tout de suite. Je suis pas sûr de quand on pourra de nouveau se balader librement, donc nous allons nous arrêter là. Et dans la prochaine mission, dans la prochaine vidéo, nous ferons toutes les quêtes secondaires. Avant d'atteindre l'ancre, bien sûr. Si jamais vous avez apprécié, pensez à liker, commenter et partager. Si ce n'est pas déjà fait, pensez à vous abonner. Sur mon Twitter, mon Twitch, mon Discord ou mon YouTube, ils sont disponibles en description de mes vidéos et de mon profil. Je vous dis à bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo.